Yo, what is going on, Floragato family? I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Look, we are about 4 days away from NAIC at this point, and I think it's time to maybe talk about a deck that I think has quite a bit of potential when it comes to this format. It's not exactly what people are considering top tier at the moment, but I feel like once someone figures out the sauce, hey, it's going to be an extremely decent deck. So we're going to talk about Meowscarada EX today. Also, I'm working on camera angles and stuff like that. I'm working on also getting a new camera so I can up the quality for the channel. Sometimes when I'm in this mode for too long, you can see a little bit of stuttering, and it's dark, so I'm also working on lighting here in the future. I want to bring up the camera angles. I want to bring up the quality of the videos for you guys because why not, right? I love what I do, and I love making sure that you guys have content that is extremely digestible and looks good on top of it. So before we get into the deck list and all of that stuff, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support that you've been giving me recently. It's been absolutely insane. If you're going to NAIC, don't be afraid to say hi. Tomorrow, we've got another video going up on the top 5 decks to play at NAIC. It's going to be very serious and analytical with no gameplay, so make sure that you are subscribed and ready to watch that one too. So if you're struggling to make a choice, I got you covered. So let's jump into the deck list. Alright, so Meowscarada EX is one of the newest cards from Paldea Evolved, and it's been making some waves online recently because of its bouquet magic ability. What you can do with this card is you can actually discard a grass energy from your hand in order to do put 30 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, which is actually really insanely cool, right? Because you're dumping energy into the discard, you're piling on some damage counters, you could take cheeky knockouts on things that might pose trouble later, or you can set up multi-prize turns with this, and because it's damage counters from an ability, or just damage counters in general, you're able to actually bypass Manaphy with this because you're not really doing damage with an attack. So honestly, this is such an insanely cool ability on a 2-prizer. I really like it. The downside to it though is that it is a stage 2, so we have to get a bunch of Sprigatitos out and then find rare candies for it. But it also has a really good attack that synergizes very well with its ability. Scratching Nails does 100 damage, and if your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it, you can do 120 more. So with a DTE, you're doing 200 damage, but if you count the 30 damage from beforehand, you're doing 230, so that's not too bad, honestly. And you're not really using this to attack with until maybe like the later game. You want to use this to start getting a bunch of knockouts. So what are the other Pokemon we're playing in here? Well, we do have 4 copies of Sprigatito. I personally really like the Sprigatito from Paldea Evolved with Gather Sunlight. This ability, or the attack on this, Gather Sunlight, search your deck for 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, put them in your hand, shuffle your deck. I know that we're in an Iono heavy format right now. However, if you don't get Iono'd, you know, on your second turn or on your opponent's turn and all that stuff, you can have those energies in hand. If you have the rare candy with the Meowscarada, you have fodder to throw away so you can start doing damage to your opponent. So I really like that ability. I think it's the best one. We are also playing 1 copy of Floragato in here just to make sure that we can like maybe slow roll evolve. Next up, this is the sleeper pick here. We've got Hisuian Lilligant V. Now, by itself is not great. Now, Dance Gracefully isn't that bad. For 0 energy, you could draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. So if you're like going first or if you're going second and this is your Pokemon in your active spot, you can use this attack to like fill up the cards in your hand, so that's not too bad. We also have Hisuian Lilligant V-Star. It's got Parallel Spin. You could do 130 damage, and then if you put an energy card from your hand from this Pokemon, you do 100 more, so you can do 230 for 3. However, we're not really attacking with Lilligant here. It's here for Star Perfume. During your turn, you may search your deck for up to 5 if any combination of grass, Pokemon, and energy cards, reveal them, put them in your hand. So why is that good? Well, if we have a bunch of rare candies in hand, we're able to actually go and get ourselves the Meowscaradas. We can go and get ourselves a bunch of energy to start throwing away with the Meowscarada's abilities. So honestly, it really synergizes well, and then it becomes a bench sitter, which is not that great at 260, but honestly, if we're able to put a bunch of damage onto our opponent's Pokemon, I think it's really, really good. We have Manaphy on here to protect our bench. We got 2 copies of Mew. Mew is actually very important in this list because we want to make sure that we're finding rare candies. We want to make sure that we're finding like Pokemon search cards. So Mew is actually really good to have in the active. We do have 1 copy of Radiant Alakazam, so we can move damage counters around on our opponent's board. We also have 1 copy of Medicham. If you can get a Pokemon that has 70 HP to 60 HP, which is basically just 2 Meowscarada bouquet magics, you can come in and get a snipe in with Medicham V for a DTE. 2 damage counters on that Pokemon, you're taking another turn, which means you're spreading even more damage on the next. So I really like Medicham in here. And to round out the Pokemon, we have 2 copies of Bidoof and 2 copies of Bibarel. Now, this is like a controversial, like a kind of weird build of this because I have no switch options in here. I wanted to add switch options, but I wanted to make sure that we had consistency where we're setting up and all that stuff. So if we do start with a bad Pokemon, we're not really going to be able to do anything about it. So Unfortunately, we want to make sure that we are like at least have like energies in hand so we can retreat, so we don't want to have the barrels or anything else in the active spot. So with that being said, what do we have? Now, we have 3 copies of Battle VIP Pass. I was opting for 4, but like I said, consistency is key, and these become dead cards later on that we can't really get rid of unless we Ultra Ball them away. So with that, we are upping our Nest Ball count to 4 here. We do have 4 Nest Ball in the deck. We also have 2 copies of Energy Retrieval. So this is like if you toss away those energies with the Bouquet Magic, you can get them straight out of your discard and put them in your hand, which is really good, and then you can reuse those abilities later. You also have 4 copies of Rare Candy, because again, finding Rare Candy is extremely important. And I know we're only playing 3 copies of Meowscarada EX, but having 4 means that you're probably going to find them a lot easier. And if you do end up prizing one or having to throw one away early, you don't have to worry about it too much. 2 copies of Super Rod. Sometimes you do throw away Meowscaradas a little too early, and you want to make sure that you do have those in your deck at some point so you can Ultra Ball them out. Or even if you do need to put back a bunch of energy because you're out of those energy retrievals, you might be able to draw into them with Bibarel later on. So honestly, I like the Super Rod at 2 here. We've got 4 copies of Ultra Ball. This is just your generic discard to find a Pokemon in your deck and put it in your hand. We've got 2 copies of Artazon. At first, I wasn't playing stadiums in here, then I realized how dead the deck is when Path to the Peak is in play. So we do need some sort of stadium bump, and Artazon just seemed like the most consistently good one, because with this, we're able to go and set up some Sprigatitos, because once per turn, we can search our deck for a basic non-rule box Pokemon. So Artazon just seemed like the right pick. I also have 1 copy of Arven in here. Now, we're not playing any tool cards, but we do have an item card in this deck that can be extremely crucial to find going second, which is Battle VIP Pass. So if we do have Arven, we're able to go get ourselves a Battle VIP Pass. Honestly, I'm not really feeling the Arven. Arven could probably be taken out, so you let me know in the comments what you would remove Arven for. Next up, we've got 3 Ionos in the list as well. This is just the best disruption card in the format right now. We also have 4 copies of Professor's Research. And again, this is like if you discard certain Pokemon early, this is one of the ways that you could discard certain things where you do need to use that Super Rod. But also if you have like a Rare Candy but no Meowscaradas and you have to research it away, again, at 4, you're feeling kind of safe because you're not too worried about it. You know that you have more. Next up, to round out the rest of the list, we've got 4 copies of Double Turbo Energy here and 8 copies of Grass Energy to actually activate that Bouquet Magic a lot. So that is the list, and again, it will be in the description so you guys can copy and paste it into your PTCGL and let me know what you guys would do to change it. So here we go. We're going to go into our game now. Alright guys, here we go into our game with Meowscarada here on the ranked ladder. I'm extremely excited to give this deck a shot. I really want to know what you guys would do to change up the list as well, because I'm very certain that this deck could be something so long as we find the sauce for it. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it dies to Lost Box, but honestly, I think Lost Box dies to this quite easily. So honestly, I think that this deck could actually be really good one day so long as someone really puts in the effort to make it work very well. Let me know if you're the person that wants to do that, because the deck list will obviously be in the description for you. All right, I guess it's not like the worst start. It does suck to have this much energy in hand off the bat, but honestly, we have the Artazon, so we know that we can get a Sprigatito down. We have the Mysterious Tail. We could attach Retreat into the other Mysterious Tail to try and find a VIP pass, so we're okay for right now. It's not the worst thing on the planet. Got a Lilligant here. Okay. I'm going to start by actually putting down the Artazon, and then I'm going to use it. I know that my opponent's going to be able to use it later as well. And then we can actually look into the deck. So we do have our Lilligant. We prized a Meowscarada, unfortunately. We have our Manaphy. We have both of our Bidoofs and Bibarels. We have our Medicham and our Alakazam. Have our Arven. We have our Ionos. We prized an Ultra Ball. We prized a VIP pass. That's going to be difficult to find. We prized 2 rare candies. Wow, see, this is why I'm happy that we're playing 4 now. 4 Nest Balls are there. 2 Super Rods, so they're all there. Our other Artazon. We prized a Grass Energy. Okay, so I think we're okay. We're going to be just fine, I think. So let's go ahead and Mysterious Tail here. And we got the VIP pass anyway. Let's go. So with that, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves Lilligant and another Sprigatito just to get that all set up. I would like to get a Bidoof down this turn, I think would be really nice. So let's go ahead and retreat this Mew, put this other Mew in the active, and see if we can get like a Nest Ball or something. Hey, right there. Perfect. So we are going to use this Nest Ball. Oh, you know what? I could have actually grabbed that Rare Candy instead now that I'm thinking about it, because then we could have... Well, yeah, because then we could have actually like used Lilligant here. Oh, yeah, no, dang, dude. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and get ourselves Bidoof. And from here, I think it is perfectly fine to pass. Yeah, we should have definitely grabbed that Rare Candy. But, you know, maybe next turn we'll actually get our Rare Candy off the Mew. The downside is that I don't know how easy it is going to be finding those, because we did prize 2 of those rare candies, and that is not exactly what you want in this situation. You want to make sure that you have all your rare candies, but yeah, so that is not good. Okay, so here comes Manaphy. I think that this is just like an initial reaction choice here, because they think that it's gonna, oh no, not Wugtrio, dude. Oh man. Okay, well, you know what, it's fine so long as we play our cards right. They won't mill us out, right? They won't mill us out, but we can actually just KO a Wugtrio pretty easily just by discarding the energies. So honestly, I think we're fine with this. We could do it pretty easily. Okay, let's see what Bidoof is able to do. Probably like literally nothing. He's probably just gonna chill here. I don't even think they have the ability to Hyper Fang. They want us. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna big brain this. I'm going to assume they got Misfortune Sisters. Please do not discard my rare candy, bro. Please don't do it. Come on, what's in the discard? Oh no, they hit one. Of the 2 that we have in deck, 1 is now gone forever. No, we got oh, that is so much salt in the wound. All right, Mysterious Tail gets, oh, we got the rare, oh, we got the rare candy, baby. We got the rare candy, but now we're only relying on 1 Meowscarada, which is not good in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so let's go ahead and just rare candy up to a Meowscarada here. I'm going to assume my opponent wants to get behind in prizes, so that way they can use the, what's it called, the reversal energy. So I think it might be smart to not give them that opportunity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Star Perfume here now, and I'm going to grab the Floragato, the other Meowscarada that I have in deck, and the rest of this is going to be energies. This feels fine, because now I can just evolve this. I can go ahead and use Bouquet Magic here, and then we can do 30 damage to, let's do it to Bidoof. And we'll pass the turn. So long as I stay ahead in the prize race here, or I just don't give my opponent much of anything, and I start manipulating the damage counters in areas where I think is the best spot for us, we can probably take a huge multi-prize turn at some point. So I think that's what I have to do. The downside here is I definitely overbenched. And in that big error, we're not going to get knocked out, so we can't make room for things like Alakazam. We can't make room for things like Medicham. So we are very much, unfortunately, stuck in the position that we're in because we don't have the bench space. I was hoping we were going to be going up against someone that had damage, but no damage is going to be done here. They're just going to try and undersea tunnel us. Maybe we can still make it work. Honestly, Meowscarada doesn't need to be in the active spot at all. So long as she just keeps discarding energy, we are going to be fine. We can start spreading a bunch of damage counters all over the place and then try and set up huge KO turns. Nice, we got ourselves a Bibarel here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now we got ourselves 2 Meowscaradas. You know what? And yeah, we'll just Mysterious Tail anyway, because why not? Super Rod. Yeah, we'll grab it. Why not? I'm pretty sure we have a bunch of energies in the discard anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and use this Bouquet Magic. We'll put 30 on the Wugtrio here. And then we're just going to spread as much damage around as we can so we can try and take as many knockouts as possible later on down the line. We'll keep all this energy in hand. We can draw 1 with Industrious Incisors. We've got an Ultra Ball, not really necessarily needed. Yeah, they're just going to scoop it up because they understand that once we're doing that and they can't like use their reversal energy, they can't actually mill us. So yeah, that's one of the big benefits of Meowscarada right there. We're going to actually get a second game in. All right, guys, here we go into our next game. I forgot to hit the record button like a total noob, but you know what? It's fine. We got it going. We're chilling. We're chilling. So who's going to go first here? No clue what we are up against as per usual. But we will see. I'm kind of hoping, I don't know what the best matchup for Meowscarada could be. I want to say it's Lost Box, because then you can like start spreading all that damage around everywhere. You don't have to worry about Path to the Peak. This is garbage, bro. We're going to have to mulligan. Give our opponent more resources. I don't want to do that. And we had the VIP pass in hand too, which rip. We got a Sprigatito. That's okay. Wow, there's a lot here that I just don't want to lose. Yikes. And we are up against Miraidon, actually. Okay, you know what? Miraidon also could be a little bit of a problem simply because they do play Raichu. And Raichu can swing over Meowscarada like it's nobody's business. But I think the one cool thing is that if we are up against a Flaffy box version, like a Flaffy version, then we're going to be able to snipe those Flaffies all day long. There it is. There's Mareep. Yeah, so I think once we get rid of this engine, we're going to be pretty nicely good. Zero Aura. Okay, with the Battle Claw. Okay. I like it. Bump that thing's damage output up with Regieleki VMAX, but I don't think they're playing Regieleki VMAX if I'm being honest. Okay, so an attached pass here for the Miraidon. Let's see. We got the Lilligant. We're going to have to throw that away. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And a research. We need to start setting up the board. So we're going to get another Sprigatito. We have all of our Meowscaradas, which is nice. We have Mew. We have all these homies, which is great. We do have an Arven, but we're not going to be using that. We prize 2 Iono, which is terrible. We do have VIP Pass chilling. We have Nest Balls. We have 3 of our 4 rare candies. Both of our Super Rods are in the deck, which is good. We prize a double turbo. Okay, so this is all right. We can probably work with this. Let's go ahead and get these guys down. We're going to go ahead and give the energy to Sprigatito here, and then we're just going to research that away. And wow, we just really don't have much else going for us here, do we? I want to get another Sprigatito down, but at the same time, I feel like it might be a little bit more beneficial because we have the Bibarel in hand to maybe go and get a Bidoof down. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, so we're probably going to have to we're going to get rid of Arven here. And, oh, the hardest choices ever. I guess a double turbo. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only things that I could really stand to get rid of at this point. So I'll put that down, and then we'll end our turn. Next turn, we can evolve this Bidoof into Bibarel. We have a rare candy, so hopefully we can hit a Meowscarada off the Bibarel draw. So hopefully we can get to that position. I do think that it's very much possible for them to get a knockout this turn for sure. So long as they're able to hit the gas off of like electric generator, they're going to be able to get there. But I'm very... Oh, okay. You know what? That's fine because they can't electric generator to a Raikou if it's in the active. So we'll take that actually. We'll take that. I like that. And then they're going to toss one. Okay. They can always accelerate that back though with the Flaffy. So we'll see what they decide to do here. And, oh, more Path to the Peak, bro. Why are there so many Path players now? The minute I'm like, I'm going to try out Meowscarada, everybody's on Path. Why are you on Path? Stop it. Let's see if we can draw into the Artazon then, because we're going to need it if we're going to be able to spread any damage around with Meowscarada at this point. Okay, so Flaffy's going to do its thing. And attach for the turn onto the Miraidon here. A Serena, probably only going to draw. Yeah, they have nothing that they can actually, like, you know, gust out with this. So that's fine. That is not a big deal at all. And I don't think they can really do much else at this point. I guess they could, like, if they found an electric generator, if they found an electric generator here, they could play that, try to build this up, see if they can retreat. They already used the attach return. They would need, like, a switch cart or an escape rope. And if they escape rope, you bet I'm going to give them the Radiant Alakazam just to keep my Sprigatito happy. Okay, so yeah, nothing here. Perfect. We top decked Meowscarada. Okay, we'll take it. We're actually going to evolve the active one here, just so that way it's a little safer from this guy. Let's go ahead and evolve this here. And yeah, I'm going to evolve this into Floragato. We need to draw, so let's just go ahead and Bibarel here for 4. Okay, so nothing really here. Nothing really here. What we can do... What can we do? I don't want to put down the Mew, I don't think. I will put down the Mew, just in case they do, like, play escape rope. I feel like that's fine. I will attach this to Meowscarada. And then I'm going to pass. Because I want to make sure that my hand is small for next turn, so that way I can still use Industrious Incisors so I can draw more cards. Because right now we are not exactly in a great position. I think the only saving grace here is the fact that this Miraidon is going to be able to do 220 and not be able to attack next turn. We can do 100 to it, but other than that, we're not really going to be able to do much. Okay, so yeah, there's the switch. We need to get rid of this Path to the Peak. So we like the one bad thing about the start we had is we had 2 researches in hand. So being able to find another research is not exactly to be easy. Oh, we're going to get judged though. Maybe we can find our Artazon. Nope. But we do find an Iono, which is nice. Oh, come on, whiff it. Nope, they whiffed it. Okay, let's go. Miraidon definitely sometimes feels like a gamble. And they did shut down their own Greninja with the Path, which is cool. Okay, so yeah, this Miraidon's not doing anything next turn. A Nest Ball. Let's go ahead and use that to get another Sprigatito in play. At this point, I am all in on that. So let's go ahead and attach this here. We're going to Industrious Incisors for 2. Didn't get anything, so I'm just going to... It really sucks to Iono here because my opponent has 2 cards in hand. Okay, nice. There we go. We're going to be able to start setting some stuff up now. Here we go. So let's go ahead and use this Artazon. And we're going to go ahead and Bouquet Magic. We're going to put 30 on this guy. And then we're going to Bouquet Magic again. And we're going to put 30 on Flaffy. I'm going to go ahead and move 2 damage counters from this Miraidon. Well, hold on. Now I have to because I clicked it. I'll probably just do 1. Yeah, we'll probably just do the 1 because that'll put it at 50. If they get a knockout next turn, I can Bouquet Magic. That's perfect numbers for... Yeah, that'll be perfect numbers for a Medicham. So I'm feeling good about that. Oh, you know what we should have done? Wow, that was dumb, actually. We should have actually moved it to the active Miraidon so we could have done more damage to it. That was a huge misplay. Huge misplay. But you know what? Honestly, it's fine. I don't think it's something that we need to stress out about currently. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think we can still come out on top here. So there's another Ultra Ball. So long as they don't play more Path to the Peaks. That's going to be the big issue. If they play more Path, we are in trouble. But the good thing right now is the fact that this Miraidon... Okay, so we're forcing them to evolve this Flaffy early, which is really good, I think. Unless they choose not to right now. They might be like, well, you know, I might just hold this because I don't think they can get a knockout next turn. Because then I'd have to like double Meowscarada. But in all honesty, all I have to do is just like do it once and then move the damage counters over to it. So that'd be nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, they're going to manually retreat here. They would have to hit double on the electric generator for this Miraidon to do anything. Or you know what? Because they manually retreated, they could just attach, and if they have switch, they can come back in with this Miraidon to get a KO. That is something they could... Oh, they don't even need to. They could just, yeah, no, they can just Dynamotor onto it, so that's fine. But they need a switch in order to pull that off. And there's the Ampharos. Okay, so Ampharos is going to do things. Escape Rope. Letting us keep our Meowscarada? Bet. I will give you the Mew. You can have the Mew, buddy. That is all yours. So we will be able to get a knockout on this Miraidon next turn. Oh, but they had a boss, bro. Oh, come on. Why does everybody just have everything? Okay, so you know what? This is fine, though. We're going to be able to get a knockout on this Miraidon next turn. I'm fine with it. So we are chilling on that front. That is fine with me. A research. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Nice, nice, nice. We got the rare candy, so we can go into the Meowscarada here. Like that a lot. Kind of wish I had a double turbo. Let me check the deck real quick to see if we have a double turbo. Okay, so no. We have one double turbo remaining. Okay. We'll get another Sprigatito. So let's go ahead and Bouquet Magic here. So with this, we can do 30 to this guy. So now he's in range. He's not exactly in range, but we can make it in range with the painful spoons, which is fine. Okay, and then we're going to bouquet magic to the Zeraora here. I'm going to, you see, this thing is also probably going to be a problem. So, you know what? I should have just actually, yeah, we're just going to move 2 damage counters from Zeraora to Ampharos, because Ampharos could actually be a genuine issue later on. And we're just going to go ahead and draw some cards here. Okay, we got an energy retrieval, which is good. Let's go ahead and just attach for the turn here. And that'll actually be KO on the Miraidon without having to move anything with Painful Spoons. So that'll be good. That'll be good. We'll draw 2 cards. We got our Iono, so that's good. So if they do find a way to actually get a KO on our Meowscarada next turn, we're going to be chilling. We are going to be chilling. I also think the one big downside here is we don't play any Gust, so we do have to knock out whatever's in front of us, which usually probably isn't that big of a deal. So next turn, what are we going to do? I think we're going to Energy Retrieval. There's Raichu. Okay, so Raichu's going to be an issue. This is where I think Gust could actually, like, if we played a boss, that'd be huge, right? Because then we can, like, Painful Spoon something onto Raichu. Well, it's actually on the bench, so we could just even Bouquet Magic it. And then Painful Spoons, 2 energy or 2 damage counters off of it onto a different Pokemon. There's the path, but that's fine. We have the Artazon in hand. Yeah, if we were able to do that, that'd be super, super good. But unfortunately, we just don't play any Gust. Oh, they're going to Iono us. We just lost our Artazon. Dude, no! We just got it back. Okay. It's really not that big of a deal, though. It's really not that big of a deal. We got a Research in hand for a Seal Stone, too. Yo, chill with this. Yeah, they're going to offset the prize trade quite easily, I think. I think the only thing that we can maybe do is manually retreat. Did they hit off the electric generator? They got 1? Okay, they only got 1. Okay, but you know what? If they come in with the Miraidon, yeah, no, that's fine. Because they can't KO us, but we can KO them with this Meowscarada. Okay, let's go ahead and research here. Did not find Artazon, but that was kind of to be expected. So we need to get a KO here. So I think it's safe to kind of just remove this one from the active, put this one in the active. And yeah, I think we're just going to Scratching Nails for the knockout. So that's perfectly fine with me. They have now the only way that they have to like actually accelerate energy onto the Raichu is with electric generators to try and get an Oko here. And they've already gone through 1, 2 electric generators. Let's see what they can do. They're going to dump, I think. Oh, I thought they were going to go for the whole hand. So this card must be pretty important. Let's find out. Let's find out. So yeah, I mean, anything they bring into the active for an attack is probably going to get KO'd for sure. Okay. So they can actually attack with the Raikou here, which doesn't knock out our Meowscarada, which is super nice. And we know for a fact that we can actually get a KO on this Raikou next turn. And the way that we're going to do it is with Iono. Because if we can Iono this entire hand to the bottom of our deck and then draw with Bibarel, we should, in theory, hit our Artazon at that point. When we put Artazon down, we're going to be able to reuse our Radiant Alakazam. Ooh, take the Mew. Take the Mew. We should be able to use our Radiant Alakazam to get a knockout on the Raikou. So there's the... Okay, so there's Lightning Rondo. Love to see it. Love to see it. So we'll bring up our Meowscarada. Come on, we gotta hit the gas here. Okay, so let's go ahead and Nest Ball, see if we can thin anything out of the deck. Okay, so there is Artazon chilling in there. Yeah, we need to be able to hit it. We need to be able to hit it here for us to actually get the win. We should have actually attached that DTE to Meowscarada on the bench. That was a huge blunder on my part. Yikes, we didn't hit it, bro. It's fine. It's actually fine. It's actually okay. We're good. We're chilling. We're chilling. I will grab one energy here. We are chilling. We should be able to hit it this way. There it is. Okay. Woo! I was like, oh no! Everything just went sideways so fast. So yeah, we're going to move a damage counter. We'll just move 2 from the Ampharos onto the Raikou and then swing for 220. Get in the knockout on the Raikou V. Whew, that was fun. That was nice. Yeah, the big scary thing there was definitely the Raichu. If they got that thing built up, I don't think we were going to actually take the game there. Thank you guys for watching today's video. It means a lot to me. I hope you guys enjoyed the cat Meowscarada. I honestly think it's a lot of fun, but Path to the Peak is a problem, so we definitely got to up some stadiums here, I think. We got to play more stadiums. We got to play something like Worker. We got to figure that out. But thank you guys for watching. If you want to try out the deck yourself, make sure you look into the description where the deck list will be so you guys can try it. And let me know in the comments what you guys would do to change it up. Personally, not a fan of Arven. Didn't get used once. Gonna remove the Arven. But thank you guys for watching as always. And till next time, stay safe and be kind.